Hello, whiskey lovers. This is present day Nat, as in the 12th of November Nat. We're interrupting our Father's Day bonanza for the moment for delivery week. So there's about 6 whiskies left in the Father's Day bonanza, and they're all from the one distillery, GlenDronach. Mel got me a normal size bottle and then a sampler pack that came with 5. So by my current calculations, including at least one delivery in December, we should have enough reviews to carry us through the new year. So good news for me. So this week is delivery week. I was hoping to have gotten 2 whiskies because I was really interested in the GlenDronach top-up, the Smoky 12. Unfortunately, I had knocked my phone off the charger that night it dropped, so I wasn't able to order it first thing in the morning, and by the time I had a break at work, it was already sold out. So I could only get this month's Whiskey of the Month, and I don't know what's going to be on offer for next month yet. So whether or not I get a top-up will remain to be seen. So it's only going to be the one whiskey for this month, and then we're going back into Father's Day bonanza for the GlenMorays. Alright, so this week's Whiskey of the Month is a GlenDronach. Now, we've already spoken about the distillery when I reviewed the GlenDronach Traditionally Peated. A very lovely drop, particularly if you're a peat lover. Now, this is apparently a very, very special bottle. It is their latest release, and I am one of the few, probably 1,000 people in the world who have got my hands on one just yet. Alright, so this is a cask strength batch 10. And it is sitting at the cask strength of... Where did I see it? Somewhere... Oh, there it is. 58.6% alcoholic volume. So, to say this will have a kick will be a complete understatement. Alright, so just a quick recap. GlenDronach is a Highland whiskey found in the Aberdeenshire. It's actually owned by GlenDronach Distillery Company, so it probably would have been paired very, very nicely with the GlenDronach. It was founded in 1826. Second distillery to apply for a license to legally produce whiskey under the Excise Act of 1823. So it's one of the founders of legal distillery in Scotland. It draws its whiskey from the Dronach Burn, which sits within the grounds of the distillery. And it's protected as a Category B listed building. Now, so about this particular drop, and by the way, that was a lovely pop. So I'm one of the first people in the world to hold the bottle at its latest. I'm sorry, I am reading from our club notes. It's a limited edition, and it's a sherry bomb. So it's maturated in the finest Pedro... Oh god, I'm going to butcher this. Zimaris and Oloroso sherry casks, direct from the... Sorry, slight technical difficulties. I do have children, and because this is about alcohol, I do not want this on featuring the children, so I will be pausing if they do walk into this room. Okay, so as I was saying, it's done in sherry casks from... oh god, I'm going to butcher that one too. Andalusia in Spain. So this has been bottled at unadulterated natural cask strength. It hasn't been cut with any water or anything like that. So, right, let's give it a go. Oh, look at that ruby. No, it's not even ruby. Bronze-like colour. Already you can see the characteristics of the sherry casks that it has been maturated in. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's very amber-like. Give it a bit of a swirl. The first thing I'm noticing in the smell is I'm going to say like a Jaffa cake, because my kids have recently got into British foods and we're eating Jaffa cakes. So a dark chocolate mixed with orange flavouring. Undercurrent maybe of coffee, espresso maybe. Although mixed with that Jaffa-like smell, I suppose it's probably more like a mocha. A hint of oak, maybe a walnut as well. It smells very rich. You can really smell the alcohol in this. Oh, let's give it a taste. Wow, that is spicy. That has got a real kick to it. Very lovely, spicy, peppery like taste. Noticing a hint of cherry maybe on it. But there's also a sweetness to it as well, kind of like a honeyed cherry raisin sort of taste to it. Maybe a hint of ginger. That could just be the spice talking. Yeah, I'm thinking the aftertaste, the ginger sort of spice is I'm noticeable in the aftertaste. So yeah, so this is not a peated one, so Mel will probably like this one. So it's not like the traditionally peated, but it's got those sort of Highland sort of flavours in it. Yeah, it's very rich. Less citrus than a normal whiskey, but the heavier flavours are very much appreciated. So yeah, batch 10. Give it a go. Okay, so next week we will be continuing the Father Day Bonanza, starting with the full-size Glenmorangie Classic, and then we'll be moving on to 5 reviews of the mini bottles, sampler bottles, probably an interruption, probably 3 weeks in if delivery remains on time for whatever I receive in December, and possibly 2 weeks if I do get a top up. But then in the meantime, Sante.